Okay. What? No Zoomers, just us. I mean, I got one Zoomer, but it's me because I have to show you the app. So I use Zoom to just show you that. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong thing. Let's go stop share, start share, desktop, that'll do, share. And then, okay, cancel. Okay, let's talk about the consumer journey. I've got the best analogy, the Nordstrom analogy. It's my favorite analogy. Scenario, you need to buy clothes. So you shop at Nordstrom, which I'm sure both of you do. Everybody does it. You shop at Nordstrom. When you walk into a Nordstrom, what's the first thing that happens? They welcome you and they say, welcome to Nordstrom, and how can I help you? What are you looking for? Exactly. What do you say?
Just browsing. Yeah, usually just browsing. Unless I am really
just looking, unless you actually know exactly what you're looking for. Yes, you're right. How often does that happen? 1 out of 20. Okay, that's probably a pretty accurate statistic. So as I'm talking through this, think real estate, right? 1 out of 20, I would say, like the first contact you have with your people, 1 out of 20 is going to be that way, right? Maybe one will say, oh yeah, I'm looking for right now. This is what I'm looking for, right? Anyway, so you walk through Nordstrom, you're inside, you find something you like. Then what do you want to do?
buy it.
No, try it on, right? You want to try it on because you want to make sure that you like it. And so when you're trying it on, usually those doors are locked. What do? Find an associate. And how do you choose an associate? Closest person to you. And we're not like biased here. It's just like, okay, where's the dressing room? Oh, there they are. Oh, look at that person. Boom. Hey, do you have a key? You know, right? So we start just looking. People ask us and we say, no, I'm just looking. And then we want to try something on. And so we find the closest associate. It's the same thing in real estate, okay? So in your buyer's journeys, this is what their journey looks like. It's just a mess, okay? How often do people buy and sell a house? Anybody know that statistic? 5 to 10 years, 5 to 7. There's not really a right answer. I'm just going to say 7, okay? So we'll say every 7 years someone's going to buy a house. So let's say this person's name is Jim. And good old Jim, he bought a house here. He's going to buy one about right here, and way down the road, and then right here, and then he'll sell because he dies, right? In Jim's journey, when do you think is the best time to be in touch with Jim? Right before, right? Like, Jim knows exactly what he wants. He hasn't closed yet, and he hasn't really started looking, so like right here. This is probably prime time, right? When he knows he's about to start, he knows he's going to sell, he's got this whole thing planned out, but he hasn't picked an agent or someone to help him, right? It's the same scenario as the dressing room analogy, right? Jim, shopping at Nordstrom, is going to pick the closest associate to him when he knows what he wants, but he wants to make sure that he likes it. So that's similar to like showing homes, right? Jim finds a house he likes, he wants to go see it, he's going to pick the easiest way to go see that home, right? Whether it be he called a listing agent, or he calls you, or he calls whoever, right? So we've got to figure out a way, because the problem is that we don't know when these events happen. Like, this is completely unpredictable. We can't just like see this chart for Jim, right? Because Jim and John and Jenny and all the J's names, they're all going to be different, right? And so for Jim, we want to reach out to him all the time, so that when this moment comes, we're top of mind, right? We're the associate closest to Jim when he wants to try and close, right? Same concept for all of his life, right? However, we also don't want to be the associate that's like right next to Jim while he's shopping at Nordstrom and says, did you find what you were looking for? No, not yet? Okay. Did you find it yet?
Yeah.
No, no, not yet? Okay, great. Did you find what you were looking for, sir? Right? Like, that's creepy. And we don't want to be those people. So we got to figure out kind of a balance between the two. How do we consistently keep track of what our clients are doing, where they're at in the buyer journey, and make sure that we're top of mind while not being annoying? Hard balance. Happy birthday. That's a good one.
How are you kids?
That's where the 36 touch comes in, right? That's why we have 36 touch systems. But I'm going to show you an even better way, okay? Well, besides 36 touch. You should always do a 36 touch. Like, this is not replacing the 36 touch, but this is more of following this journey. It's going to be done through the app and through the website. That's why we have technology, okay? That's the why. So we talked about this yesterday. The first thing you're going to need to do is go into your settings and fill out in Connect settings your marketing profile, okay? So this is step one. Fill this out because this will be carried out through all of your websites, all of your landing pages, into your app, onto the referral page, like all of these things. That's where this pulls from, okay? Any questions on that? Okay. So fill this out. Once you're done with that, then we can start talking websites. So where we're going to hang out today for most of the day is going to be here in consumer. Okay, so we'll go, it's the very last one. We'll go down to consumer. We'll click on agent site pages. And you're going to either see up here at the top, configure your site, or down here at the bottom, configure your site. And this will bring you to Kelly Guides.
You click configure or create.
Configure your site. So in agent site pages, and then down at the bottom, configure your site. You're going to want to use the new KW agent sites and hit submit. For the record, every time you edit your site, it will ask you those same questions. Don't worry about it. It's not like you're starting over. You're just editing what you've already made. Okay? So everybody make sure you can get to this point. This is the guide. Okay? Okay. We'll give it an hour. Just kidding.
You may not be wrong.
I always say that for everything. Sid, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to the bathroom. Okay, see you in an hour. So, what should I expect out of this guide? These are awesome. So, these guides are super straightforward. There's different guides for multiple different things in Command that you'll see. But for this one, it's for your website. So after you acknowledge and continue, it's going to bring you into your website, and you're going to be able to choose your subdomain. So, example, alexlatu.kw.com, or if you were Sid Lamone, redkeyhomes.kw.com, because that's her brand or whatever that she wants to do. If you're Hunter, hunterproperties.kw.com. If you're me, utahcounty.kw.com. I wish I got utah.kw.com, because that would be cool. Mine's utahcounty.kw.com. So there's not a right way to do it. So when you're picking a subdomain, it's less about like finding a cool name and more about finding a memorable name. Something easy to remember, right? And so your name is easy to remember because your people are going to know you. So it's not a bad route to go. That's my point, right? And in the future, you can always change this subdomain, and this website will go to, that you create here, will go to whatever the new subdomain is instead. That makes sense? You're also going to have to make sure that the subdomain that you pick is available, because it might not be, right? If I go into here and I type in Redkey Homes,
So we're clicking get started, right?
or redkey.kw.com, I think. Yeah, click get started. And then claim domain. Oh, this subdomain is taken because Sid took it, right? Redkey.kw.com. So I can go back to Utah County.kw. That one's still available because it's mine. And then you'll see here your marketing profile information. Here it all is because it auto-filled with it. So we're winning. Any questions so far? guys feel good? All right.
So we can change it if we just make it our name today.
Yeah.
And then we decide.
Yep. So the question was, we can change it, right? If we make it our name.
BOOTCAMP.com.
Yeah, you can, yeah. Whatever you need to change it to, the only downfall is that the URL, the subdomain might not be available, right? And so, or we grow as a company, the subdomains will be available. There are a lot of, no, I doubt it. So masonsmith.kw.com, that's probably a pretty safe bet. joshbarrett.kw.com, maybe it's not, right? Josh.kw.com is definitely not available. I don't actually know that, but should we check just for fun?
Oh, wait. Which one did you click on? Before you begin, what provider would you like to use your site?
Oh yeah, do new KW site. So josh.kw.com is not available.
The top one then.
Yeah, the top one, yep. alex.kw.com is not available. So just find one that has that little green box and you're good to go. Okay? Everybody where I'm at right now?
I am just getting there.
Okay. Yeah, so after you're done with that, like everything I'm about to talk you through is really easy. Basically, you're going to hit save and continue. You're going to fill in the blanks. You're going to hit save and continue. You're going to fill in the blanks. Save and continue, fill in the blanks, right? This is literally just a guide. It's going to walk you through everything, every single step of the way. What is your homepage text? What do you want that to say? Find your dream home, right? What do you want this to say right here? What do you want your images to look like, right? As it rotates through. You can switch those out.
Is that a good place to go to Pexel?
Yeah, so Pexel.com is a really good one for Pexels, I think, actually.
When it's saying, something saying continue, it's saying let's claim your, oh wait, no, I claimed it.
Oh yeah, so your bio in your marketing profile isn't filled out. So if you go, so you don't have to go back.
Oh.
So
I'm gonna have the same problem.
so scroll down, hit get started, acknowledge and continue, and then go down a little bit, right? No, scroll down a little bit more on the side. On the side, yeah, marketing profile information. And then go through that and make sure you have everything that has a red star next to it filled out. So your bio doesn't have anything. You can type, yeah, type whatever you want.
Is that all changeable also?
That's all changeable also. Yeah, none of this, all of this will instantly go live as soon as you publish it. But like, who in their right mind is going to go to masonsmith.kw.com without knowing that it exists, right? Probably no one. You could do welcomehome.kw.com. Yeah, that's a good idea. Wait, you did that?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah. Welcome, capital, home, capital.
Nice. I like it.
I don't know if I got it yet because I have to do my profile.
Oh, well, no, if you locked it in at the claim domain button and it said it was good, then you're good. But yeah, from there, you're just going to keep going through it and filling out certain things. Oh, it's taken. Okay, yeah. So a couple quick notes really quick. So a lot of this you guys are going to have to just do on your by yourselves, right? Fill it out, make it pretty. But let me show you a couple things in here that's going to confuse you later, okay? First of all, navigation button. Well, first of all, these buttons. Pay attention to these buttons because if you click down, it will show you where you can edit stuff, right? So content, that's everything on this page. This is where I can edit what the section headlines are saying, what the pictures are, so on and so forth, right? Search engine optimization. You guys probably don't know anything about SEO, and that's totally fine. You know the term, search engine optimization.
People basically file to your site.
Yes, you're right. But when you're creating this site, you're not trying to be #1 on Google search, right? No, not even number 10. You're not trying to be in the top 10. You're just trying to build a destination page for your clients to go to, okay? Because you're not trying to compete with the world. You're just trying to have a destination page, okay? So don't overthink this. Company profile. This is just a subdirectory. So this is the About Us page. So I can keep it About Us. I can change it to / a company profile / about, yep, whatever you want. So, and then the other side of this is that you don't have to have all of these pages. The default will have 4 different pages. There's about me, there's a contact me, and there's an about us, assuming that there's a team involved. If you don't want to use one of those pages, don't spend your time filling out all of the information on it. We can delete it later.
Remind me where marketing profile, that's where all the,
Yeah, marketing profile. Okay, so we've got navigation. I can also take these and I can move them around like this. So I could say I want about me to be first, or I want contact us to be first, so on and so forth. Yeah, but other than that, it's just fill in the blanks. Okay, and it will autofill with a lot if you have your marketing profile created. Then once I'm done, I can hit continue, take a look at all that, save and continue, contact us. So here's a contact us page, save and continue, and then I'm done. And assuming that in your marketing profile, this is also super, 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 super important, okay? That was like, what, 10 supers? If I go back into settings and I go back into my marketing profile where I was supposed to fill it out, if this is not checked, your site will not go live. Yep, that's the most common question I get. Oh, I built it out, but every time I load it, it's just a default crap thing. This is why, because you haven't checked this box, okay?
when I'm creating the site, will it save what I'm doing?
As you go? No, because that's why there's a save and continue button. So once you hit save and continue, then it will take you onward, and then it will save everything you did on that previous page.
Okay.
Right?
And then you can go back and change everything out.
Yeah, then you can go back. Yeah, exactly. So if I go to utahcounty.kw.com, here is my website. Find your dream home. It's just your basic boilerplate website. This Frampton team, I've got to get rid of that someday. I'm not on the Frampton team anymore, but you know, too late. There's my little picture, Dinker, mobile office phone, interested, let's talk. People can log into here. They can search by school district. So someone can go onto my website and they can say, oh, where is, I want to know every house in Alpine School District. Didn't autofill? Am I spelling it wrong? I am. That's why. District.
The photos that are on here, those will stay there, right? Unless we switch them out.
Yep. The photos will stay unless you switch it out. It's just the default. So here's all the homes in Alpine School District. And then this is just a really high-level search functionality that your clients can use to search for homes. It's just another destination. However, your clients are probably not going to use this to search for homes. They're probably going to use the app, which is why I'm not going to cover a lot of this. Okay? Basically, your website is a destination page.
But this does connect to your website?
But this does connect to your website. Yep. This connects to command.
So anything on the MLS will show here?
Yep.
Or
Anything on the MLS. Yep. It's called an IDX feed. And so
we get to see what people are doing on our site, right?
Yep. When people log
That's what I
in,
was talking about.
yep, when people log in and use your stuff, you can see what they're doing,
Look at
right?
that lovely bright photo in American Port.
Yes. What a beautiful,
No,
oh,
not
this one.
that one.
Oh, the Dinker. What a terrible photo. This is why you hire a professional. Don't be like Sky Realty Company. Okay, so any questions on your website? It's pretty straightforward. The website is one of the least used things you will probably use because websites are a dying breed for home searching. Okay, it's all about the app now.
See though who is like click on homes or
Yep.
search stuff.
Yeah, I'll show you that in just a second. Okay.
Our clients have logins for our.
Yeah, so right here, after they search for a while, it will require them to log in. So see, I have to sign up in order for me to like save homes or do certain things.
And then do I get like an immediate notification?
Yep. Yep. So I can show you that. In fact, well, I'll show you that in a second, okay? So let's talk about landing pages for a second.
And then can we connect, like, we were talking with Sarah about reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Can you connect, like, Google reviews to your site directly? Like,
Yep. So I'm going to show that right now. So you can build landing pages. There are multiple reasons to build landing pages. One of them is maybe you want to add a page to your website that's all for reviews, right? Well, this is why I'm the best agent or whatever it is, right? You can do that in landing pages. So instead of going to agent site pages and clicking on configure your site, you're going to click on create a new site, and you can choose whether you want to create one that's linked to your site directly or a standalone page. What's the benefit of the two? Can you guys guess? Regardless of what people are doing, you're going to be able to see if they do things. Well, let me rephrase that. Not at any point in commands websites are you going to see every single thing that everybody does on your website. It's like the important things. Do they fill out a form? Do they save a certain house? That makes sense? Because we don't want to overwhelm your feed either, right? So the biggest difference between these two is this is linked to your other site. If you don't really care to show everybody your regular website, example, you're running a Facebook ad. Maybe you don't have that Facebook ad linked to your website. Maybe you want to have a separate landing page that's just specific for it has one purpose, gathering reviews or showing a listing or whatever it is. There's not really a best way to do this, but it's kind of up to you. So I'm going to do a standalone. I usually just create standalones. There's not really a reason to that. It honestly might be best practice to do it to your agent page. I don't know. But let's say I want to do a standalone for a specific listing. So yesterday we looked at Clay's listing, right? So we'll do listing for Facebook ad. Remember how we needed to finish the ad, we needed to get a landing page for it, right? A destination site. So watch how fast this takes me. Someone time me. Someone count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. So just like that, I've got a branded header, information about a listing, and a contact me page, less than 10 seconds. So now I can go into here and configure widgets and say, okay, for my header, I want a text at the top and it says, gorgeous home in, where was that house? Spanish Fork. Something like that. Gorgeous home in Spanish Fork. Save and apply. That's done. I can go to my next one, and I can choose Clay's listing in here. So I can go in here, MLS number, Spanish Fork. Let's see if we can find it.
You can't search by agent?
Can't search by agent in here. So this is going to be impossible. Spanish Fork, Utah, Clay Winder. Let's try that. No? Still hates me. The easiest way for me to do this is by the MLS number, but I don't know what the MLS number is. So we're going to pretend like this right here is the house. Look at that. Sydney Guyman, wherever you are, thank you. So we'll throw in Sydney's house here, and then we'll save and apply. Give it a second. Boom. Automatically updated with all this information. Here's all the pictures for the house. It's priced for $380, you said?
The pool?
2,000 square feet. It's a 3-car garage. It's definitely huge.
How many rooms is it?
4 bed, 2 bath. This is a steal. Oh, it's off market. So it was a steal one time. Right? Maybe a few years ago or who knows when, right? But yeah, that took me like, what, 10 seconds to do? And now I have a really good landing page. I can hit publish page. Yes, it's visible to others. I mean, here's the link to that. Who is ever going to look up that website? No one, right? So you don't have to worry about people finding it that you don't want to find.
So that's the page that, like, when we did click for price, right? That's
Yes.
when they click.
Yep. So when they click for price, this will bring up this page. Oh, wait. So if I go to that website directly, I had next. Okay. Redo. There we go. So it'll take me straight here, right?
Whoa, profesh.
Profesh, and then interested, let's talk. If they fill this out, you'll be notified.
Can you put like a pop-up so they still have to like put in information to?
Well, you don't want to do that because remember, when you build a Facebook ad, that's what the Facebook ad does. It pops up before they can even go here,
Oh, they put in information.
and it has them fill out their information, and then it allows them to go here. This is their award. That makes sense for filling out their information.
So when they put their information into Facebook, does that come to us through Facebook or through command?
Through command. Yep. That's where that sync, that synergy that we've created with Facebook really comes in handy. Because everything that happens there will go into command. Any questions?
No.
And again, like that took me like 2 minutes. And I made an extremely well-built landing page that my clients can go to. Right? This is good for multiple reasons. Scenario, you have a listing. Your client wants to share it on Facebook. There's a great option. Share this link, right? Or go into your website, right? Find the house so you can look up, I don't know if this will work. It's thinking about it. Nope, it doesn't like it. But find the house, so let's say it's this house, right? You should know your MLS numbers. I'm bad at MLS numbers, but MLS numbers make the difference when you're searching for homes. But then just copy this link and share this one, right? Because this is the same concept, right? People will go here, they'll find all this stuff, and then ask your agent, who's your agent? Oh, it's me. I'm Josh. Let's talk about it, right? Any questions about that? Okay, super cool stuff, right? Now let's talk about the app. It's only getting better from here. Okay, so let's stop share. Oh, it logged me out of this thing? It seems illegal. Wouldn't you agree, Mason?
So illegal.
Can you search by, on our website, can you search by school, what do they call it, codes, grades, whatever, scores? You know what I'm talking about?
Quality of
Like A5 school? No, you have to search by school district. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen right now. Everybody see this? Okay, so when I'm on my phone, checking things out, there's this little app right there in the bottom right corner called the KW app. This is the app you should all take right now. Stop what you're doing, download this app. KW app right here. The stinker. Bottom right corner,
Is it this guy?
white box with red KW. Yep. So once you download it, it will load like this. It will pop up. Searching for homes. And then in the bottom right corner, you're going to see a button that says more. For the record, the first thing it's going to do is it's going to ask you to log in.
Skip.
Oh, sure, I'm not sure.
Log in.
It's going to ask you to log in. Now, you do not log in. You're not logging into your command. You're going to create a new account. You got to remember that this app is not built for agents. It's built for consumers.
Sign up.
Yep, you're going to use the app like you're a person looking to buy a home, right? The only reason why you use the app is one, to search for homes yourself, and two, so that you can see what your clients are experiencing, right? So everybody take a moment, do that really quick. I'm going to eat my ice.
Need your eyes, Josh. Need those.
I love my ice. That's the only reason why I'm in this job, is for the pebble ice. Just kidding.
You're all set. Tap anywhere to dismiss. $235,000. What house is this? It's a condo.
Oh, it stopped my share. That's a rude thing to do. Okay, I've got to fix my screen. There it is. Display and brightness. We're going to auto lock after 5 minutes. That'll do. Just so this doesn't keep turning off while we're doing this. Okay. Let me get back into the Zoom call. Okay, everybody's got their accounts up? Okay. We're going to share content. Start broadcast. 3, 2, 1. We're on. Okay, so when you're in the app, let's go back. Go to the app. There's a bottom right corner. It says More. Before you do anything, this is what you have to do. Log into More. On the top of your app, it's going to say Find Your Agent. You're going to click on Find Your Agent. And you're going to find yourself. Now,
Where's the Find Your Agent?
at the very top, that black bar.
You click on More, and then it shows Find Your Agent?
So at the very top up here, mine doesn't say Find Your Agent. Yeah, so Find Your Agent, type in your name. Your name may not come up. If it doesn't come up, it's probably because you're spelling it wrong. Like if I look up Josh Barrett, nothing comes up. If I look up Joshua Barrett, then my name comes up. Okay? Find yourself? Okay, so this is the end game. You should see yourself at the top. This means that now everything you do on your phone will show up in command. You may or may not get a notification from Kelly. Do you guys have the Kelly app downloaded? Okay. Yeah, so on Kelly, if you had the Kelly app downloaded and you were logged into your command, then you would get a notification right now saying, this person just created an account. Bing.
For the Kelly app, do we use our same command login?
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the app now, because there's a lot of really cool things on here. First of all, are you kidding me? It kicked me out of screen sharing again.
You want me to download the Kelly app now? Or does it not matter as much?
Why does this do that?
Is that a blue one, the Kelly app?
Yeah, the Kelly app is a blue one, yep. Yeah, download the Kelly app now. It's probably a good idea to do that sooner than later. I don't know why this keeps logging me out. I'm sorry, guys. But let me just dive into this before my phone does that again and show you everything that you need to know about the app, okay? Okay, you ready? We're going to cruise through this. I'm just going to show you some cool things on the app, okay? So, in the app, once I get there, you are the agent, very bottom. Share the KW app. See that little button? If you click on that, that allows you to share the app in multiple different places. So you're going to see your texting, Facebook, Gmail, Messenger, so on and so forth. You can share it wherever you want to. And this will not only share the app, it will share the app branded to you. So anybody who downloads it from now on doesn't have to find you as an agent. You will just be their agent.
Wait, so this is just from this app right now, not the Kelly app? 'Cause didn't you
Not
say
the Kelly app. Well, the Kelly app is only for you as an agent to use. So the difference between the Kelly app and the KW app is the Kelly is for the agents, KW is for your clients.
Okay, so if we have our clients using this and our client shares it,
Then you'll be the agent of whoever the client shared it with as well. So your clients have the same functionality as you do in here. So again, Mason, this little button right there, share the KW app, allows you to share it in multiple different avenues. That also, I forgot where my train of thought was going. Oh, that also brand you as the agent. So you will be the agent automatically in whoever downloads the app from that link that gets sent out.
Oh, nice.
So it should be a one-time deal with people having to find the agent, because for now on, you're going to share that right link with everybody.
But should I share that link before the website's up, or should I wait until
You should wait till the website's up. Yeah, good question. So affordability calculator. Your clients can go in here and they can say, okay, my credit score is somewhere in, oh my gosh. Why is this doing this? Okay, we've got to talk way less and show way more. I know, but why does this not like my screen? All right, let's try it one more time. Okay. All right. So KW app. Okay, so affordability calculator. What can I afford? Look at all these super options. Change property tax, change credit score, change whatever, right? There is an option up here called co-buyer. So you can select a co-buyer. You can say, okay, my wife is my co-buyer. So now any properties that I like, she can see, and vice versa, right? So me and my wife, we can collaborate on properties that we like. Kelly covered, Keller Mortgage, both of these. So one's insurance, the other one is a mortgage company for them to get pre-qualified. They can get pre-qualified right here on their phone in the app. Super functional, right? If I go to searching for homes, I can go up here and I can click on this little button on the top right here. If this stays with me, come on, phone. The phone and the Zoom are lagging between each other. Don't know why.
Can we add, so like we talked about preferred vendors, like creating a list with Micah where you like ask them to give you references and tell them that you're creating a list of people that your clients can go to, like mechanics or people who cut hair or whatever. Can we add that to our website too? Is there like a place?
There's not an easy way to do it. You can add it to your website, but it's a lot trickier than you probably want to deal with. Yeah. Clearly this is working well. So frustrating. It's already 1:40. Sorry, guys. I wonder if I do this and connect to the Wi-Fi here, if that will make a difference. Let's try that. Okay, start broadcast. Here we go. We got through one aspect. We got through the more section. Okay, so let's go into searching for homes. Okay, so if you're in the search function here, top right, you see a little draw button. So if I click on the draw button, I can draw a circle of the area that I'm interested for homes in. And then it will pop up all the homes, just one area. And then on the top right as well, right above the little finger, there's a save button. I can save that as a saved search. And I can say, okay, I want this to be called.
That was just the guide on your map. Oh no. Where did you go to get the finger? Right.
So then I can save it as a saved search for the future. Pretty nifty. And then I can search by price. There's a whole bunch of different filters that I can put into here. I will say this because you'll get asked this. This does not show HOAs. The app does not show HOAs. So if your client can only afford a certain amount of HOA, they're not going to be able to tell what the HOA is for the properties they're looking at on the app. There's not really a good reason. They just have not implemented that into the feed yet. So hopefully soon. They know. People were upset about it when it first came out because they're like,
essentially a mini MLS.
It's a mini MLS, yeah, for your clients. Yep. Okay, so let's talk about guides for a second. And it just kicked me out again. Freaking heck, we cannot stop ever. We stop for 2 seconds. Kicks me out every time.
Zoom that's recording you?
Yeah, well, the Zoom's recording me on this, but my screen share like is timing out or something. It doesn't even give me a warning. It just stops.
Oh, that's what you're showing us everything.
Yeah, I'm screen sharing from my phone on the app. Okay. So we're going to go, this is hopefully the last time. Guides. So there's a guide section in your app on the bottom. These are awesome. This is a big deal, okay? Have you guys ever ordered from Domino's before? Do you ever call Domino's to figure out where your pizza is? Why? Because it tells you the tracker, right? Because Domino's figured out the sweet system to get rid of those stupid calls that says your pizza's being built, your pizza's in the oven, your pizza's just finished, your pizza's being checked, your pizza's ready for pickup, right? Has every step of the way that you could possibly think of, and has a time frame for each section, right? Your pizza's in the oven, should be about 10 minutes. Your pizza's out of the oven, should be about 2 minutes, your pizza's ready to go, right? This is the same concept. So this is the whole process for buying. Get pre-approved. Have you done that yet? There's a checkbox for it. You as an agent can check that box on their app.
Oh, really?
So you
Like
can,
they don't have to use the Keller Mortgage. You just get them approved through.
yeah, well, so this will have a link to Keller Mortgage. So if I click on that, it brings up Keller Mortgage, which obviously it's not doing because it keeps glitching out, which is just so frustrating. But just for those who are listening to this call, you're just going to have to miss out because I'm not going to log back in. Yeah, good point. Yeah, so it says start your search on, the default is to have start your search first, which we don't want, right? We want them to get pre-approved first. That's best practice. So I will show you that in command in just a minute on how to switch up the guides. But just take note of these guides, right? It has every step of the way. If I click on it, it has a little great picture and a huge description. You can mark it as complete. Your person can mark it as complete from there. But it's super, super functional, right? And the beautiful thing about that is that it answers those, they call it 3 a.m. answers to your 3 a.m. questions, right? So you're not getting those calls at 9 o'clock at night or 2 in the morning that say, oh, I'm just so stressing, like the inspection tomorrow, what should I be expecting about that? You know, because you're going to be working with first-time home buyers or people who are old or whatever it is, right, that are going to stress about these things, which is fine, right? But this will answer a lot of those questions that they have. And the other cool thing about that is that in the guide, they're going to soon have video implementation. So then you could record a video of yourself walking through that process. Or if you're an inspector, hey, I'm going to film, what's an inspection company that we have here? Pillar to Post, yeah, exactly. On-site is who I was using before. But for Pillar to Post, for example, right? You're filming Pillar to Post, and they're talking through the inspection process. Hey, congrats, guys. You're at the inspection process. I'm Jared with Pillar to Post. I'm pretty sure Jared owns that company. And we're your agent's inspection person, right? This is what you should expect during this process. If it's red, that's something you want to talk about, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's something that needs to be fixed right now. So we could have that conversation and whatever. Which is awesome, right? Having a video walkthrough of that and then text description of what that video talks about, that's going to be a game changer. So we have the guides. Okay, we are going to go back here. We're going to share our desktop. Now let's talk about, with all these cool features, how does this show up in command? That sound appealing to you? Okay, so first of all, in your client list, so when you go back into your contacts, you could have a filter that filters out those people who use your website. Where is it? App. Boom. Here are the 3 people who have downloaded my app. The funny thing is that Carla is one of them. Carla at the front desk. When I was very first, like trying to figure out how this whole thing functions. So the way that this is coming up is down here, it says branded to me. This is the filter that's on. I'm only seeing people who are branded to me, right? And so it's This little green checkbox means that they have your app downloaded and they're connected on your site. Okay? Does that make sense? Cool.
What was the filter you used at first?
So the filter was branded to me. So when I saved a smart view, like we talked about on Monday, I saved it as app. Okay? So when Josh, whoever that is, was using this, look at all these things that have happened. He marked a guide step completed. He viewed this listing. He viewed this listing. He viewed this listing. He viewed a collection. He added me himself as an agent, which I did the last time I taught this class. Logged in an agent site, right? This is showing me all the different things that Josh has done. He sent me a message, right? Hey, what's up? Boom. If I clicked on this, she won't let me. Oh no, that's if he texts me on a different thing. That makes sense? Pretty sweet, right? It shows I created a saved search of a drawn area on 8.7, right? Just like we talked about, how you can save those drawn areas.
And with the Kelly app, we'll get a notification every time something is logged on here, or
Every time something significant happens, like they send you a message, or yeah, basically every time something is logged in here.
Will we get notifications?
I think so. No, I doubt it, because I'm not getting notifications on here when I favorite things. Let's try it. If I favorite this right now to Joshua's favorite, save, is Kelly going to tell me? Nope, but I got an email.
Okay.
So KW sent me an email saying, see what was just added to Joshua's favorites. Pretty cool, right? So you'll get some kind of notification basically whenever somebody does something on your website or on your app, okay? So scenario, you're calling your SOI, right? How many times do we call our SOI a year? 4 times. I'm gonna ask you that so many times in your lifetime. So you're calling your SOI 4 times a year, and while you're going through and taking notes on it, before you call them, you're also scrolling through their feed and saying, are they using my app? Are they on my website? What's the last prices they were looking at? Oh, I see in the past 2 weeks, they've looked at 4 houses. That's pretty significant, right? They're thinking about it. It's not like they looked at a house 2 months ago. It's like, oh, they're starting to get momentum here, right? I mean, 4 is still kind of small, right? If they're looking at 5 houses a day, right? They're gonna buy a house soon, right? So you should know that. And that's how you know. This is taking this into account, right? When these signs start showing up, this is where it's gonna start showing up. And you're gonna be top of mind between your 36 touch and your monthly calls. And so when you get to this point, you won't miss the signs if they're using your app, okay? Okay, so then let's go back to consumer. Here's guide builder. So this is where you can change out the guide. You can change the text, change the images. If I edit the buyer guide, for example, I can use these little buttons to move them around. If I click on it, it pops it up on the right. I can change the image. I can change the card title, so on and so forth. Play around with these, change them up, okay? And then when I'm in an opportunity for a contact, let's go here. So let's go back to Josh. So if I'm in Josh's contact card and I'm in one of his opportunities, this is where I can manage the guide. So seller profile, manage guide, check it out. I can check off things in his guide from here. Okay? Now, this is kind of a bad example, the way that it shows. I don't know if you noticed, but there's 1 thing checked off on my phone and 4 things checked off on here, right? So it's not consistent. The reason why mine's not consistent is because I added the app before they fixed it on my phone, and so it will never be great like yours will be for my contact, for my individual contact. So one day I'll take the time to make a new account so that I can actually show you real data, but yours should be pretty much flawless. I haven't seen an issue with it yet. Okay. Any other questions? Is this cool? Okay, awesome. So what is your homework? We're doing pretty good on time, 1:53. A little bit long, but that's okay. We had some tech problems. So your homework is to fill out the marketing profile, obviously, then create a website and brand yourself to the app. What's the best part of everything I just said?
Brand yourself.
Yo, yes, because you already did that. You already branded yourself to the app. We did that in class. Check. So now you gotta
That's just the
just make yourself the agent.
thing.
It's
Oh,
make
okay.
yourself the agent, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Because now you can use the app at a high functionality, right? Now you can share it with people. Now everything you do in the app will go into your command. We just want to make sure that that's done so that when you're using it, it's working for you, right? So yeah, so fill out your marketing profile, create your website, and what was the last one? Oh, and brand yourself to the app. So just create your website. So once your website is created, come show it to me. If you have questions when you're done,
I'm running into snacks.
then let's talk. But that's it. Any last questions before I help with snags? Okay. I'm going to stop this recording then.